What's up, beautiful people? Introducing my better half, Miss Bizzato. Let's go.
Alright, in this video, we're going to put Coach on the spot with something called overrated or underrated. And I'm going to just shoot out a few quick topics, and Coach is going to tell me if they're overrated or underrated as it relates to OCR. So he doesn't know this list, so let's see what kind of answers we got.
Let's go.
So overrated or underrated? Pickle juice.
Underrated.
Why?
For one, pickles are delicious, but also it has the right amount of sodium you need to get you out of the cramp zone. Sometimes at Ultras, in the Ultra Loop, I have found that they've been distributing pickle juice. I thought that was a great idea. I'm grateful for you guys for doing that.
Okay, so pickle juice, underrated.
Yes.
Next, overrated or underrated? Bleggmits.
Bleggmits are legit. I don't like gloves, you guys know, and keeping your hands warm, however, is really important for those winter races so that we have good circulation in our hands to get over the overhead obstacles. So being able to keep our hands warm and then being able to have the full grip situation, no glove, when we get to the actual obstacle, I think they're super legit.
Okay. Overrated or underrated? Liquid chalk.
So far, everything is like underrated. I think liquid chalk is great. I don't know if you can use that if you're running elite, but well, full disclosure, guys, sometimes when I'm filming a bunch of stuff and I'm doing the same obstacle over and over and over, I use liquid chalk when my hands are just getting completely drenched in sweat, doing the same thing 15 times, and it works great. Key feature of the liquid chalk thing is just less is more. When you put it on, it has to fully dry as you apply, right? I see a lot of people put on liquid chalk and then get on the monkey bars and fall off immediately. It's alcohol based, you gotta give it time to dry and chalk up.
Good answer. Okay. Overrated, underrated, OCR gloves. Like the kind that you might buy at the race. I know.
I think gloves are whack, but some people swear by them. I personally don't wear gloves. If I was coaching somebody, I would probably only have them wear gloves doing something like a rope climb or a perk hoist. Those are actual grip strength versus grip endurance obstacles. And if that rope slips through your hand, it can be something very serious. In all other situations, I have found gloves to be detrimental. Again, though, that is a personal preference thing.
So, in your opinion, gloves are overrated?
Overrated.
Okay. Overrated or underrated? The obstacle specialist workshop on Fridays.
Yo, totally underrated.
Do you want to explain what that is for people who don't know?
Yeah, obstacle specialist workshop is on Fridays at the race venue the day before the race. So a lot of times you see first timers get to the race and they start to develop all this anxiety as they approach the monkey bars or the multi-rig. There's a line of people ahead of them. There's a line of people behind them. There's the pressure to get the job done. And there's no real instruction, right? There's just like a volunteer telling you to do burpees or hit the penalty loop when it doesn't work out. Guys, when you come out on Friday, not only you get to experience all of the obstacles at the actual venue, so you're like on the real obstacles, not at a gym where they differ from what happens on race day, but you're also like under the guidance of a professional, right? So whether it's myself or another Spartan SGX coach, we're walking you through all the different steps. And not only that, you're also getting the guidance of like, hey, if this is your first race, this might not work out today. However, these are the steps that you can use to incorporate while you're home after this race so that at the following race, you'll be able to clear all these obstacles, right? So having the eyes of a professional, having the tips, the tools, the tricks of the Spartan coach, being at the venue the day before the race, and if you're not a first timer, if you're running age group, bro, having the ability to like see the course layout the day before, scope the course out, should almost be illegal. That's how fantastic that opportunity is.
So that was it. That was our first episode of Overrated, Underrated.
We killed it. Almost everything is underrated.
Except
Except sucker ass gloves.